And welcome folks, this is Mr. Wilson 25 with Farm Simulator 19, and I think, oh, I didn't do anything. I thought I just broke the game when I saw this, thinking it was some of that, wacky terrain, glitchy stuff that happens, but no, none of that. Actually, I'm just gonna do something real quick. Just getting a little music for myself. Because I want to say I can't function without music, but I do it every day just fine. One time during a driving lesson, actually, oh, don't need those. Oh, L. I was, driving, and it was the first time I had the radio on, and it was about 2 minutes before I realized, oh, I had the radio on, I probably shouldn't do that. Whoa, here's a turn. This is my favorite Christmas album of all time. It's Christmas Eve and Other Stories by Trans-Siberian Orchestra. The only album of theirs I've listened to, and you know I did 74 through a 35. In real life I don't do that. I just about refuse to go above the speed limit. Or not just about, I refuse to go above the speed limit. As in, it's probably caused some safety issues in the past. Because, I want to start our workday at exactly 0800, which means we'll have to go inside in 4 minutes. Or 0700, sorry. 11 hours of sleep. Clean up the truck a little bit. Get it nice and shiny. Get those wheels nice and black. My sister claims you can play NASCAR Heat 5 with 1 foot. I tried it, and I tried it at 2 different tracks, Darlington and Indianapolis. And my lap times were about 1.5 to 3 seconds slower. Oh, that's cool. I haven't played this game in a while, so there must have been an update where the gate automatically closes when you leave. I wonder if it does that with equipment. I haven't taken equipment out, I've just put it away. And the only one I can't store inside is the Combine. Too long. For one of those, at least. I've had a couple Christmas miracles in NASCAR Heat 5 lately, and it'll be 2 minutes, 1 minute before we sleep, so might as well talk a little bit. Why do I have noise-canceling headphones if I don't actually ever use them? I've had a couple of Christmas miracles lately. One was at Caution in Kentucky when I had calculated that I was about 2 to 3 laps short of getting the win. I pitted for tires because Matt Kenseth said in Atlanta a couple of years ago that it's better not to take tires because you'll lose more positions than you'll gain with fresh tires. I learned from Auto Club, complete BS. I ended up finishing third in that race after completely dominating, after I chose not to take tires on the last stop. Okay. The sun is up, and we are ready to do farm things. First of which, actually, is not anything, well, something with the crops. We are going to take our little reconnaissance vehicle, get first-person camera because I like to do that. Let's see. I don't think I've ever actually harvested canola, so... And that's what this is. Ready to harvest, ready to harvest. I think the other one is ready to harvest, so perfect. We can go get the combine. And of course, if you had to pick between this and NASCAR Heat 5, if I had to, I'd much rather watch full races of NASCAR Heat 5 than someone harvesting fields at a blistering pace of 6 miles an hour. Then I generally don't use a first-person camera for reversing. Oh, it has a winch on the front. Oh yeah, and I was gonna go to the... I was gonna go sell my forklift. Because it is just a useless waste of money. But currently, we are... getting ready to do this. To do this, I don't know what I'm thinking. Really thinking blankly. We don't need that map. Not for what we're doing right now, anyway. This is new. Yeah, the game must have received an update. Because this didn't happen every time I harvested. The red plastic things that came up are a little bit weird. I'm so glad I do not have bigger fields. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. And typically we don't have to worry about the storage space in the combine because you won't fill it up with this field. Believe me. I don't play this game a lot, but I played enough to know that. And when properly done, even by a rookie like me, these two fields, this one and the one over next to it, should be completed within like 20 minutes. Now we gotta sell stuff because I typically don't do all the work myself because it's tedious and I got other things to do like actually selling it. I have a pretty creative imagination, but the same guy who works the farm is the same guy you see every day in NASCAR Heat 5 and will be racing in Formula 1. So he's not a farming expert, but he drives cars really fast. That's weird. Wasn't displaying the controls when I hit the thing. And the reason you don't hear this sound during NASCAR Heat 5 is because I haven't yet got around to learning manual gear shift. I mean, I suppose I could try that, but definitely not during our upcoming road course races. And of course, I'm not used to streaming anything other than NASCAR Heat 5, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit during streams of any game. My sister calls cultivating plowing. I don't do farming. Like, the most experience I have working with plants is mowing the lawn once. Mowing the lawn once, but that's about all I've ever done. Well, I've also mulched trees. But I haven't worked with anything bigger and more expensive than a lawnmower. At least in terms of farm equipment. I mean, I drive and I once flew a plane. That's about all I've done past a lawnmower. And then hiring workers, yeah, it's something I do. I'm going to try to do less, but it's definitely not as great as, and of course with Christmas break, and my sister has a friend over and there's really nothing else to do, so yeah, this is kind of a fail-safe in case I don't have anything to do on the day, but, yeah, I just decided to get around to this and show you a little bit what this is about. And then my other field out back is about twice the size of these three. I'm not sure when I'll sell that forklift. But I specifically moved it from the coffee shop to here, so one of their employees is going to have to come all the way out here and then drive my forklift, which only goes 15 miles an hour, all the way back to the shop, which is actually, as you saw in the beginning of the video, pretty good distance from here if you're going that speed. It actually takes a few minutes. There's just a little bit more we need to do all the way at the other end, but other than that, we are done harvesting this field. And at 40% capacity, we are all done. Or no. We're all done with this field. We could just move on to the next one. Without having to empty it. We're gonna have to empty it before we move on to that third field. But in about 9 minutes we harvested that field. So it's definitely not exciting like NASCAR Heat 5 where you're actually moving at speed. And if there's one trend you notice, if there's a first-person camera, I'm not sure about. Oh wait, that's a different crop. That's not canola. If anyone watching this actually knows what is canola, I would ask my Echo device what canola is, but play my favorite Christmas album. Better not interrupt. There's a counterweight there. Mabel Straw Swap, I don't even know what that is. My sister, when she was playing this word with me, wanted animals. I really don't know what the deal with that is. She also really wants a horse. Actually, I'll see if I'm actually running over some crops behind. I have crop distance on, so no, it doesn't look like it. From the looks of it, that's a different crop, so we'll have to empty our load anyway. I don't actually watch my live stream replays, even though I should, to determine if the music is actually in the background. Well, actually, typically, I don't have my mic on, so none of the audio from the room is actually being captured during NASCAR Heat 5 because I'm focused communicating with my team, or really just talking to myself about how the race is going. Well, not just how the race is going, but that's pretty bad line. Not only how the race is going, but how the car's feeling, strategy and such. And 6 miles an hour is pretty slow to go for, well, someone whose highest speed they've ever perceived was, and this was off camera in F1 2009 in Catalunya, 220 miles an hour was the highest speed I ever remember reading. In Abu Dhabi, my speed at the backstretch chicane going into it was about 208, generally. And then a couple times, because of lap traffic, I almost had to come to a complete stop. It is annoying when you have to do that, but it's not really dangerous as long as you don't hit the other person. I also brushed the Armco barrier a few times. Like, one of them was on pit exit. I told you where it was. It's at Yas Marina, which the pit exit there is brutal. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. What the pit lane does on exit is it goes downhill, then makes a sharp left-hand turn underneath the racing surface, and then merges from the left. Even though it peels off to the right when, I don't know why I hand signal, because I'm using a webcam, you can't actually see me. But I waved my hand off to the right, and I said the track peels off in that direction. Now, I'm not sure if that's old wheat or if canola's actually leaving spray and visibly left over. Now, normally I'd be satisfied by such destruction, but this is not really destruction, and it happens so slowly. And 'tis the season of Christmas. If you look at the date this was streamed, or you're watching it stream right now, Christmas movies are all the rage. My favorite movie from the season probably will be for a long time. It's not actually a Christmas movie, but it's along the lines of one. All you need to know is 1988 and Bruce Willis. And for you Harry Potter fans, which I know one of my sisters is, Alan Rickman. Shouldn't they have... Wait, I'm not gonna say anything if you haven't seen it. The film is Die Hard. When my English teacher says the villain continuously makes things worse, I never actually asked for clarification whether or not it meant for himself or for the protagonist. Basically, what the movie is about is a hostage situation. Forgetting how to speak. A hostage situation in which I believe they said a New York cop. New York. New York cop must gets himself involved with stopping Alan Rickman and his guys. Steals some money. And while it's not important as a spoiler, they say the amount is like $600 million. I gotta say though, for that movie, I like to see a good bad guy, and I gotta say, Alan Rickman just nailed the role. And then we're gonna have to change camera for this. Maybe not. We got it pretty close. We're gonna empty this out. We're just gonna wait for that thing to reach 0. Then we're gonna make a round to the shop. Probably sell some things we don't need. Before getting to that last field. And then the fourth field I have, which is that one you see. I just let co-workers take care of it because it's just really big and really tedious to do so. And of course, because this is a live stream, we gotta take a break from just farm work. We could take our truck, but for the purpose of being cozy, let's take the John Deere I had. So that forklift, going back where it came from. Just going to enable cruise control and head out. And I know where I'm going at this point. I'm familiar enough with the map. I know that sort of feels like a racetrack in a sense. The game's physics are forgivable, but extremely wonky. Probably more so than NASCAR Heat 5 because you hit traffic and they just won't budge. Of course, there's this that we're doing, and I forget if you can actually take out mailboxes. Got my sister, while driving through here, found out that all those props are completely destructible. Let me tell you, they got destructed. Let's see here. We're almost to the shop though. My first time doing a map. 2 more signs. I'm lost. Oh shoot, I'm in a turn lane. This is illegal. Whoa! We're also going to sell that. Mailboxes are not destructible. We're just going to sell those. Bright side, oh boy. This is not the shop. There's the shop. I mean, watch what happens when you traffic. That dude looks like he wants to kill me. Don't worry, we're not going to sell this cute little thing. You aren't going to buy anything either, we're just going to sell some stuff. Here we are. Here we go to the garage. We're gonna sell that. Farmhouse, we're keeping the farmhouse. Sell. Just to squeeze out a little bit more money. We're going to sell that. Completely useless. We're going to send someone all the way to my farm. To retrieve. Now, after our little field trip, all this means is we go back to the farm to... We're not going to cultivate just yet. We're going to go harvest the oats. Oh, the irony. We would have been there a lot sooner if I had just gone straight. I haven't played this game in a while, or a lot. And we could, I suppose, look around in here a little bit. I wonder if there's any way we can open the door. Nah, apparently not. Here we go. Then we're going to do cultivating while the combine has someone working on the big field. Then after cultivating, we get to go after after cultivating, we get to go sell some stuff and make some profits. Before we set someone on that field, we have to empty this, because in the big field it's wheat. Here it's oats, and you can't load a combine apparently with two different kinds of crops. Those red things must have just been for canola harvesting. They're not here now. And we're not going to do this on a routine basis. We're just going to stream for this game every maybe week or so. I don't know. There's no guarantee this will even come back on my channel, because I got so many different things going on with F1 2009 and NASCAR Week 5. We're actually pretty far along this field. At least for cultivating, an added bonus is you get to go an additional 3 miles an hour. And actually, one thing we're going to do right now is pick up that 1 unit of oops. Mystery anything actually grows here because of the shade. Now, allegedly, you can't work in your fields while it's raining. Oops, that's... There we go. No third person needed. And finally, we get to the part where we no longer have to do work. And then don't worry about the subtracting money total. That's normal when someone else is doing your job for you. Actually, which one is this? I think this one sows, and then that's the cultivator.